The most spectacular and scenic venue in all of college football and perhaps in all of sports. The Rose Bowl in Pasadena, also home to the UCLA Bruins. A late-season top 25 matchup on hand with a couple of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Bruins will boot it away to start the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Volunteers offense will get the first crack at it here. When this guy comes onto the field, David, he seems to bring the it factor with him.
So much fun as a play caller to have a guy you depend on, you trust. You know, Palmer, you're going to get the best out of this young man.
He's also one of those guys, David, who just elevates everybody else around him, right? All 10 guys in that huddle offensively just seem to play better knowing they've got confidence in this guy.
It's caught downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them and playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with his group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
They'll run play action. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Touchdown, Vols! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Bruins offense will go to work for the first time. David, we'll see just how effective they can be on the ground running against a backer like this.
But they're going to do what they do, and they're going to feature their guy. He's an elite running back. You're a great linebacker. Let's see who wins this battle.
There have been entire defenses that haven't been able to slow this running back down. This linebacker, though, he's got the athleticism to do it himself.
Trying to find his man on first down. Dances away from one. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Touchdown, Volunteers! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit... It's a fumble on the play. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. From the gun, running back gets to give. At midfield, he's got room. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. They keep attacking through the air. Setting up the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. It's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And how about the defense here? Oftentimes in these 2-minute type situations, you're just sort of in this prevent mode. You're trying to force the opponent to kick a field goal and not score a touchdown, but they're still being aggressive. They're out there still trying to make plays, and how about that effort creating the takeaway?
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
In this quarter.
Oh, and the ball. And that's going to be a safety. They prevented the touchdown by falling on it, but they'll give up the deuce.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. Hauls it in at the 25. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Wants to throw on 1st down. Working the middle, it's complete. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They're bringing heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country, and you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, Dave.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo there.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Vols will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Just under half a minute to go before the break. They'll take over 1st and 10. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella.
The offense really needed some points to dig themselves out of this hole right before the half. What did? They turned it over. The worst thing they could do. Now they dug themselves an even bigger hole.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They're already in great field goal position here, David. The question is, how aggressive do they get?
Full throttle. Be aggressive. Try to get the touchdown here, man. Such great starting field position.
It's just going to take one play, right? They've got the weapons outside. Give a guy an opportunity to make a play in the end zone. Think about the momentum change that would create.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
That is so impressive. Not only was it a great catch, but also he made sure he had 1 foot in bounds to get the touchdown. Beautiful job.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. I'm not really sure what the thought process here is other than just trying to troll them by not running a play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters from there in Pasadena today. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the Rose Bowl.
And the Volunteers will boot it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sparks. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Quick release by the QB.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Keeps it on the bootleg. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. To the air on first down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Now on second down after the incompletion. Off the play fake. Escape, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown ball! And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Texas A&M is totally getting wrecked today. You bring Johnny Football back here in his prime, and even he wouldn't change the outcome of this one. They're trailing by 14 to Auburn. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wants to fire on second down. Dances away from the D. Sweet cut there. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Boy, could they use a conversion on third and short from their own 24. Shakes off the defender. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Complete in the middle. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. On second down, just keeps firing. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll throw it from the red zone. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They move the tight end all over. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. UCLA. They'll go to the air. Now adjusting. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bruin. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits the uprights. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Might as well give it to him again. He breaks a tackle. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing around.
Yeah, and then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses, but this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast